Hey everyone, Scott and I are here at Comic-Con 2016, just got out of the Marvel Studios panel, where, outside of the new trailer for Doctor Strange, they also showed us about 5 minutes of the movie, and it was the sequence where Doctor Strange first meets the Ancient One. There's also some stuff with Wong, but let's talk about the scene, the extended kind of scene that they showed us.
We've seen part of it in the trailer,
in the first trailer,
where she kind of forces his astral form out for a bit, but we see everything that leads up to that moment and sort of what happens after it, which is he kind of is introduced to the monastery, I guess, where the Ancient One lives, and he meets the Ancient One for the first time, and he thinks it's this person sitting over there. It's like a Ra's al Ghul moment. And it's actually the person serving him tea turns out to be Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One.
And I have to say, she really stole those scenes.
Yeah, she was good.
I think could steal, I mean, at least in this sequence, she stole it away from Cumberbatch.
She was kind of funny and cool, and
she was not what I was expecting from the Ancient One.
I didn't like Cumberbatch in this, did you?
I gotta say, that American accent still isn't working for me, but I think it's also, and you pointed this out to me on the walk over, you know, we're seeing a Stephen Strange at his less than heroic moment. He's kind of still in his jerk phase, but he's burned out, and he's bedraggled, and he's just, but there was something like, when you're dealing with the Ancient One, and Baron Mordo is there, Chiwetel Ejiofor's character, you know, he's kind of the least impressive thing in a room full of people who are like, you know, magical monks.
Yeah,
you know?
It seems a little surprising just to introduce him with that scene where he's so unlikable, but it is, I mean, that is Doctor Strange. He's supposed to be unlikable.
Yeah, that's his arc.
There was a really cool thing where then after she kind of shoots his astral form out, then she sends him, I guess, mentally, I don't know what was happening, but he goes flying out of the building above planet Earth and into like a 2001 A Space Odyssey mind trip, which looked really Steve Ditko-esque, and the guy who did the original Doctor Strange art. And it really had that feel, which I thought that was cool. I liked that. That
was cool. And then, you know, a lot of kind of Inception-esque kind of moments of like the city kind of turning in on itself. And then we saw some, you know, Christine Palmer. Yes, that's who Rachel McAdams is playing. Get a little more details on that character. And then we got to see Doctor Strange with his cape and the and just, you know, doing his sorcery.
Yeah, you got to see like when in the comics he would make the sort of, you know, weird kind of imagery appear before his hand. They're doing all that stuff.
And they were trying to do that at the panel by doing like laser projections out to the audience. But I have to say, like overall, in a panel where we saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Spider-Man Homecoming, they led with Doctor Strange, but it was also, even though I'm really looking forward to it, it's not the one I feel like I'm going to be talking about coming out of this.
I feel the same way.
You know? Well, we're still hopeful for Doctor Strange. I think it's going to be great. We all trust Marvel. We love Marvel. So I just want to see more at this point. So for all things Marvel Studios, keep it here on IGN.